All right, hi guys, Dr. Bryan. What I want to do in this video is I want to give you guys some tips on how to be successful. So we're going to do 10 tips on how to be successful in this purification or this detox program. So number one, take care of yourself. What's that mean? Well, you got to know yourself, right? Know what gives you life. Do things that actually give you life. And that doesn't mean that like cookies and junk food give you life, okay? That makes you feel good. That's more of a craving up here. That's not really a hunger thing, right? So do things that give you life. Like, for instance, for myself, I'll give you some ideas. Like, I like to rest. Like, if I don't get a really good night's of sleep, what I'll do is in the middle of my days, I'll just sort of take maybe 3 times in my day where I take just 5 to 10 minutes max, and I just try to be quiet and silent and just breathe. Again, 4 seconds in the nose, hold it for 4 seconds, and then breathe out 8 seconds through your mouth. It helps to put your body more of that parasympathetic response, which is resting and relaxation. So rest is important. Prayer, like if you want to do that in that time, if you can't do an hour of prayer a day, then like maybe spend the morning in prayer, or 10 minutes when you take those breaks and breathe. Maybe take one scripture and just sit in that. So make sure you're doing things. That's stuff that I do that rejuvenates me. And also, like, hang out with family and friends, right? People that are going to support you through this, okay? Okay, there it is. Number 2 is really supportive people. Like, don't be around people that are Debbie Downers, right? Like, they always see the cup half empty and they never see the cup half full. And then you tell them you're doing a cleanse or purification or fasting, and they're saying, oh my gosh, you're starving yourself. No, just remember, you're choosing to do this, right? It's something good for you. It's cleansing, it's healing, not only for the physical body, but it's cleansing and healing for your soul. Like, if you want to totally see discipline and transformation, this, as you move through this, and if you do it honestly, then you're going to see benefits, huge benefits. Okay. Track your progress. Like, that's something, I got that measurement tracker for you guys. Listen, if you want to weigh yourself, that's cool, that's fine. But again, you got to know, like, are you weighing lean mass? Not really. Lean mass is when you're weighing muscle. But like, you got to realize that don't focus too much on the scale is what I'm trying to say. It's like, I focus more on your measurements, because a lot of times you'll start to see measurements change maybe before your weight changes. Okay, so like I set out that most of the people in the group and online got the measurements that you can do. It's in your week 2 notes. Okay, refer to your big why. Like, remember I said do this first. That was one of the videos I posted really early on. Is like, what is driving you to do this? Maybe it's physical health, maybe it's spiritual health, maybe it's both of those in combination. Maybe you do want to lose weight, maybe you want to get off medications, maybe you want to be in better shape. Whatever it is, like, look at those physical benefits, spiritual benefits, and what they are. Like, put those out. Like, you got to see those, you got to read them on a day-to-day basis. Remember, repetition is the mother of all learning. We have to do these things over and over and over. Sometimes it's, for me, I do this stuff so much. Like, I talk about food and nutrition. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so easy. But I'll step back for a second and be like, you know what? It's easy, but people need to hear it over and over and over and over. I think that's why St. Padre Pio used to always say, like, have a rhythm of your life, right? Matthew Kelly, have a rhythm of your life, the book he wrote. So anyway, let's keep moving forward. Morning prayer and gratitude. I think this is huge to get your mind space, your head, because there's a lot of chatter that goes on in our brain, right? So, and a lot of the chatter is due to maybe our failures or things that we weren't successful at in the past, and it just keeps running through those subconscious loops. So, like, write things down that you're grateful for that day. Write things down. One time I went back in my life and I looked at it. I said, I'm going to write 10 things down that I actually, like, really accomplished and was really successful at. Like, write those down. And it's amazing how that triggers a healthy response in your body, in your brain specifically. So, like, consciously being aware of that, that's really, really important. So, like, prayer in the morning, if you're someone who likes to do Lectio Divina, or read a scripture, or listen to the daily readings, or maybe you have somebody online that you listen to. Do what you have to do, but that is crucial. I call that the holy hour in the morning. Like the first thing when you get up, like what are you putting into your head? Is it like, oh my gosh, I got a million things to do? Or are you saying, okay, I get on my knees right off the bat and I just start praying to God the Father, right? So think about those things. Another one's water. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, hydrating. Especially if you're going through the purification. Like they say half your body weight in ounces. So again, if you're 100 pounds, you would do 50 ounces of water a day. Okay? Hydration is one of the biggest or number one causes for fatigue in the middle of the day. So make sure you're hydrating. I have to tell myself that every day. Again, repetition. You do it over and over. You create healthy habits, holy healthy habits. Refer a program to the guide, refer to your program guide. Open your program guide when you have questions and read through it again. Look at the foods that you're allowed to have, that you're not allowed to have. If you have any questions about food, you could post and ask me questions. But that program guide is really good. I can get you guys more recipes if you're really looking for more recipes. There is a book that we used last year for the 21-day purification that Standard Process puts out. It's a cookbook. I brought it to the group last night. If you want that, I could email you actually a free download. So let me know if you want that. Tons of they have natural dressings in there that you can make. They have smoothie recipes that you can make with your cleanse, pre and post purification recipes. You guys can do all those. So really good. Okay. Go for a walk. Make sure you keep yourself active and moving. These are other ways of purifying your body. Get a little bit of a sweat. Don't over-work out. Don't be too strenuous in your workout. Don't do the high-intensity interval training. Just move and walk. Again, another good thing is using maybe a sauna. You can go in sauna. That'll help you to sweat as well. That's how our body will naturally purify and cleanse with saunas. Again, exercising. So yeah, make sure you're doing those things. Make it fun. Like, how do you make it fun, right? When you can't eat foods that you actually like. So, but what you can do is, put music on, right? Like, bring your kids, involve your kids. Like, someone asked me a question last night, and they said, how do you get your children to do this stuff? Well, role model. Like, your kids are not going to do anything that you don't do. So, like, just start doing stuff and role model them. Show the kids, like, different types of fruits or vegetables, and then talk to them about it and why it's important. It's so easy to find information now about anything. You could type the nutrition value content of an apple and talk to your kids about an apple and how an apple is different from a donut. Even though the donut might sometimes taste better, it's actually toxic to your body. It has a different physiological function in the body. So, like, talk to them about that kind of stuff. It's important. Get them involved, active, stay active. Try new exercises. Again, like, look online, go on YouTube, different exercises that you can do. Again, stay positive no matter what. Just keep moving forward, pressing forward. And then number 10, this is cool. We did this last year, but it's a reward. Basically, every day that you do really well, you can put like $1 if you want into a jar. So at the end of the 28 days, you're up $28. So you can take out 28 days and maybe donate it to something it's meaningful to you. Maybe a charity. You could donate it to the church. Maybe you want to buy something for yourself. Like, that's cool. If you want to do that, then do it. But these are just simple things, guys, to make it successful, to try to make it fun. I know this could be sometimes it could be difficult when you move through this. So stay motivated. Keep your prayer life up. Try new recipes. I'm not one to do a ton of recipes. I was telling a group last night. I'm simple, really simple. Like, I do my shakes. I just eat. I like raw vegetables. I mean, I do raw cabbage, purple cabbage. I love carrots. I do spinach, kale. I just snack. I like snack on that stuff, or I'll eat it when it's time to eat. But yeah, that's how I am with simplicity. But there's some really good recipes. Even in the program guide, and there's not a lot, but there's some good recipes in that, and there's some really good recipes. If you guys want the cookbook, I could order you a cookbook. That's going to cost, but if you want it, I could download it for you, and you can get a PDF. All right, take care of the temple, and God bless you guys.